I agree.
So let's move on to the next matchup on here. We got a really good middleweight matchup, which is going to pit Rodolfo Vieira, who is 7-1 and is the -230 favorite, and he's going up against Dustin Stolzfus, who comes in at 13-2 and is the +190 underdog. What do you see with this matchup?
This is a good matchup, but this is a fight that I see ending up on the mat a lot. You look at Vieira, who looks like he's a Masters of the Universe action figure, right? The guy's enormous, and then you see his
Yeah.
nickname. He's the black belt hunter, right? And he's going up against Dustin Stolfus, who's he's from close to where we grew up over in Pennsylvania. So
Yep.
you talked about volume with the last fight. They both throw a lot of volume. These guys do not throw a lot of volume. Combined, they average about 3 strikes per minute. So I expect Vieira to work for the takedown and then go to work. Stolfus has a good ground game, but he is going up against a powerful and dangerous BJJ black belt. I'm not saying that Vieira is unbeatable. We obviously saw that, I believe, on his last fight, he did lose. But Dustin can't afford to put himself in a bad position. If Dustin were to keep this fight standing and use leg kicks to keep the distance and negate the takedowns, I think he's going to win. But I think this
Hmm.
is going to be extremely tough task because Vieira is aggressive with his takedowns and he's explosive and he has a great knack for getting your back. Um, I had a hard time picking this one because you look at them and you're like 13-2, 7-1. These guys are poised to make that next step, and you see how strong they are in both their crafts. I went with Dustin Stolfus. Gave him the hometown discount because he's a Philly guy, Pennsylvania guy, and I'm going with him by decision in this one. I'm curious to see where you're at, though.
Yeah, first we got Rodolfo Vieira. He is a grappler who doesn't like to strike on the feet. He throws a lot of feints and likes to push you at the cage to try to get takedowns. He goes for the double leg against the fence and mounts when he gets his opponent on the ground. He tends to look for the double leg when his opponent throws kicks at him. He has a high level Brazilian Jiu Jitsu
Mm-hmm.
black belt. He bites on feints too much, and his gas tank is basically empty after round one. Like, you see how muscular he is and then
Yeah.
how big he is. He tends to go crazy round one and then not pace himself, and then he's basically dead after round two and three. So unless he can get it round one, he's basically slow from there on out.
Does he remind you of anybody just based on his body type? When I first saw him, I thought of like TRT Vitor.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Where he's just like his muscles look like clouds, and he looks like he's made of clouds. His arms
Yeah.
are the size of my leg. He's a powerful, like he's a specimen. Dude is
Yeah.
built like an action figure.
Then you got Dustin Stolfus. He has a Muay Thai style background where he likes to switch stances multiple times in fights. He is right hand dominant, and he likes to throw right hooks in the southpaw stance. He loads up most times in his strikes. He throws lower calf kicks as a change of pace. He has good takedown defense, but needs to improve his ground positioning.
Mm-hmm.
He is confident on his back, and then he has great cardio. In this fight, I think it's going to come down to basically one thing: if Stolzfus can get out of the first round. Because if
Yeah.
he can get out of the first round and avoid the onslaught that Vieira is going to bring on him in that first round, because he doesn't know how to pace himself. That if he can do that, this is an easy, clear cut. I'm going to go Stolfus by decision
Okay.
with that. But there's a chance that if Vieira can get him down and pressure him early, there could be that chance that Vieira could win by submission. I just don't think it's going to happen
Yeah.
because I think he doesn't have any hands. He doesn't strike. It's all about him grappling and getting that submission. It's kind of like a poor man's Alexei Oleinik, but Oleinik can strike a lot better than him, and
Yeah.
that's crazy to
He's
think.
got one of those 7 wins is a KO though.
Yeah,
But like you said, yeah, you see that he's got it's just like get it out the first round. But you also touched on Dustin being comfortable on his back, right? If you're going up against somebody um like Vieira, you're seeing that Dustin may feel confident on his
yeah,
back, And who knows if he's rolled with somebody of the caliber of Rodolfo Vieira. I mean, they
Yeah.
call him the BJJ black belt hunter. Like, you know what I mean? Again, it's like a Cobra Commander.
Yeah.
You send him out to fight GI Joe. Like, this guy is legitimately a beast, and it's gonna
Yes.
be tough for Dustin. And I'm trying to talk myself out of my pick. I'm sorry. What am I doing?
It's no, you're right though. Like you would think that if he had added any strike into his game, he'd be a beast. But
Yeah,
it's just the fact that he avoids the stand up
yeah,
because he doesn't really have any. So he tries to get the guy to the ground. So as long as you can last with that, and then get past round one, like usually Vieira wins round 1, 10-9, and
yeah,
then sometimes 10-8. As long as you can recover after that, and then get to rounds 2 and 3, and you have a good pace and cardio,
yeah,
you're going and you just withstand round 1, and then you go and do round 2 and 3. Your game plan. I feel like if Stolzfus can get out of there, I think his best bet is to throw some kicks early on in round
yep,
1, then withstand what he's doing because the kicks that he's going to throw might offset him a little bit and slow him down a little bit. And then round 2 and 3, then you go with the straight right hands that he throws that are pretty powerful that he has. Like he has underrated a power game, and then he could
yeah.
go right to that, and then there's even an outside chance that he could finish Vieira.
Vieira.
But I'm
I
gonna
w-
go, like I said, I'm gonna go with a decision victory for Stolfus.
yeah, I wish Dustin used his stand up more.
Yeah,
He's so cautious with it, but he's got two knockout wins. I just wish he would stand up a little bit more. It would be
yeah,
crazy if Vieira just drops in the guard and just like is just waiting for Dustin to go into deep waters with him. But I see that gas tank being the deciding factor. Honestly, you
yeah,
see that more time than not with some of these like big guys that come in there and they're all muscle but no gas tank. It's all
yeah,
it's always leg day but never
yeah.
cardio.
But going from that, let's